The road has officially turned to dirt, and that can only mean one thing. Yes, air down time. Look at it blowing the sand. So we are on our way to our favorite place in all of our travels in Baja last year. It is an hour or so down this nice but pretty rough dirt road. We are going to be going on switchbacks down from this high mountain that we're on right now all the way down to sea level. Four-wheel drive, you do need high clearance. You need to not have a fear of heights because we're going to be riding right on the edge of these cliffs. So this is where the fun begins. So let's do it. Let's go to Agua Verde. Here we go. All right, we have made it to Agua Verde. This was our favorite spot on our tour last year, and we're back, and it looks just as great as ever. We're super stoked to be here. We're rolling in right as the beach went into the shade, and it's starting to cool off a little bit, but that's okay, because the light here is gorgeous. There's lots of sailboats here in the bay, and there's only a handful of vehicles here, so that is really awesome. This is such a great place, and we're so happy to be back. Waves are coming in. This is normally a pretty calm spot here on the Sea of Cortez, but tomorrow the wind is supposed to quit, and it's going to go back to being just beautiful and calm here. Good morning, Agua Verde. The sun has just made it to camp here on the beach. Just popped over the mountain, and what a place this is in the morning. It is just calm, warm, and there's sailboats and overland rigs, and it's just a really awesome place because you get to camp on this little spit of sand that sits between two mountains, and it makes this peninsula of sorts, and so you just feel like you have this whole little area all to yourself. One side is a bay that is protected and makes this just beautiful calm water, and that's where the sailboats like to park and stay for a while. Then the other side, more rough and open to the open water of the Sea of Cortez, and it gets a little more wave action. But this is just a magical spot. Now it's a little tricky getting in here. You can't just come in here with any old thing because it is a very rough road getting in here. Lots of rocks. You drive on the edge of cliffs and lots of tight switchbacks, things like that. The crux of the whole matter is the last maybe 100 yards getting onto the beach. You go down a very steep hill. It's kind of loose. We saw yesterday a two-wheel drive truck just struggling to get up the hill. Then they finally put it in four-wheel drive and they were able to go right up it. Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, there goes the road. Why is the road so rough? I don't know.
Huh, I don't know.
You got it four-wheel.
Oh, he was doing it without four-wheel. Well, that was silly.
Yeah. But two-wheel drive vehicles are going to have a little bit of a problem maybe getting out of here, because the hill that goes right down onto the beach is pretty steep and kind of loose, and it's got big holes in it from two-wheel drive vehicles just burning their tires out on it and digging in. Maybe let's avoid that, because I love this place and I'd hate to see this road get any worse. So I think this is a good four-wheel drive only kind of spot. Even though you don't really need it for most of it, you definitely need it to get down here on the beach. We've got our camp set up right over here next to this lone palm tree, and it makes for just a nice, what we're calling the courtyard. Now this was our favorite camp last year of all the places we went in Baja. And then you end up way back in here on the coastline of the Sea of Cortez at the little village of Agua Verde. And it's a little fishing village. It feels like you've kind of maybe stepped back in time a little bit, and it just feels real. It doesn't feel like it's been affected by tourism that much. There are a couple taco shops there, which is really nice, but for the most part, it just feels really comfortable and authentic. So if you want to get out of the winter weather and escape to somewhere very summer-like, Baja could be just the ticket for you. I was just on Facebook yesterday and I was hearing about people who are down in the Florida Keys and they're trying to camp and they're having a hard time. Everything's booked up. Everything is $250 a night. And I just thought, look at where we are. There's hardly anybody around. There's amazing free camping. And I don't have any of those issues that you have in Florida. Now, nothing against Florida. Florida's fine. It's just not Baja. And Baja really is just a magical place because it's a blend of the ocean and the desert all in one place. The sailboats come in here. It's a beautiful place for them to hang out too. They get a nice, calm place to moor their boats. And a lot of these sailors are full-time, live aboard their ships, sailors. And it seems the Sea of Cortez is a place these sailors just flock to, because I think it's just perfect sailing conditions and a beautiful place to be in the winter, just like it is for the van folks. All right, it's getting too hot. We are going snorkeling.
Let's go get some tacos. Tacos!
All right, this is how you get tacos at Agua Verde. You swim for them. Let's do it.
I lost my flipper.
Oh, God. All right, we have chips and salsa, and we are at the taco joint. It's taco time. Look at this. Yes, sorry, I already took a bite.
Me too. So good.
There was swimming for tacos. Good morning, Agua Verde, day 3, maybe 4. It is a beautiful morning today, and we are going up on a hike. We're gonna walk up to the very top of the peninsula and go check that out. We're going up the loose rocky trail. So the end of the peninsula kind of goes up into a mountain of sorts, and there's some big cliffs, and we are gonna go to the very end of the peninsula and see what the views are like. Now, last year, Kathy and I swam all the way around the peninsula. Just a really long swim. The conditions have been too rough to do that this time, but we decided we wanted to hike up here and see what it's like from the top looking down. All right, we're about halfway up here now, and the perfect blend of desert and ocean. It all comes together with cliffs and dramatic scenery, and it's my kind of place. The trail gets a little faded in places and a little crumbly and slippery. We're getting up here now. This hike isn't for the faint of heart, I would say. It's not terribly hard, but it does have some kind of exposed sections where you're on very loose, just dirt and ball-bearing rocks. So you really want to watch your step, because a slip and a slide could be really bad up here. You're over these cliffs, and then besides maybe falling and splatting on something, there is lots of sharp cactus and plants up here that you would not want to slip into. So if you guys come up here, just beware, take your time, and don't break the first rule, which the first rule is do not fall.
We made it.
We're here, we're at the end of the line. There is a cliff right here beside us, and we're just debating if we want to try to climb it to get to the true end of the peninsula and the highest point. But this is beautiful. We're looking down on this island that is white, covered with a mysterious substance that makes it white.
From birds.
It's beautiful. What a beautiful morning. I think with how crumbly and loose it is, and it's starting to get hot, we're gonna call it here. All right, there it is. This is our hike to the end of Agua Verde, out to the point. Good morning, Agua Verde. I am out early this morning, just me and my camera. I want to make sure that I got at least 1 or 2 good mornings. I'm doing some landscape photography out here. So it's still dawn. You can see on this camera it might look pretty bright, but it's still pretty dim out here. Sun has not even risen yet today. I'm gonna make some still photographs and enjoy this morning. All right, that was a really nice morning doing some photography. Like I said, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed before the sun comes up, but I never regret doing it. It's just another reminder to myself to get out there and do it, no matter what it is. But it definitely applies to landscape photography. I'm paddling out to the island right now. This should be a really good adventure. One of the guys in the campground came out here yesterday and said the snorkeling around this island is phenomenal. He saw way more fish and things than he did right around the campground, which we thought the campground was pretty good. So here we go. We're going on a snorkeling adventure. All right, that's the island we're going to. I'm sure it has a name. We're calling it Bird Poop Island. Seems fitting, but almost there, halfway from, there's the peninsula, and the camp is on the other side of that. We've come a ways, but we still got a little ways to go George and Kathy are on the beach there at the island. I can see them, and I am headed to join them.
Hi, welcome.
We pulled into one of the little eddies here, and there's a bright red crab greeting us. We've made it to Bird Poop Island. We were warned to turn our kayaks over or there'll be tons of pelican poop in there. You can see how far it is. This is the peninsula where camp is. We just paddled from there. We're gonna be rewarded with some really great snorkeling here. So let's check it out.
Hello!
George is masking up.
Bird Poop Island.
Yeah, that looks good on you,
Checking out
George.
the new gear. Yeah,
So what, you got a new mask from San Diego before we left?
new mask from the Walmart
Awesome.
Dive Center.
Oh,
Walmart
yeah.
Dive Center.
They're known for their dive center.
Yeah, it should be fine, you know.
That's where Jacques Cousteau got all his stuff.
U.S. divers, baby.
All right, that means one last thing has to happen. It's my turn. I'm going in. All right, we snorkeled all the way around the island. We saw some really cool fish. I think my favorite was these dark blue that had these just iridescent, glowing blue spots on them. It was amazing. But man, getting out from shore a little bit to an island like this, there is certainly a lot more fish life here. So that was really fun to see. Here we go. We're gonna paddle back to camp, get some lunch, maybe tacos. Bird Poop Island. We did it. All right, it's time for tacos. It's kind of nice paddling to the taco stand. This is the first time we've done this. Get to go snorkeling, get to go kayaking, and now we get to go taco crunching. See.
Taco money.
Hello.
Taco time, huh?
Taco time. It's here. Hola. We're back.
Taco time.
All right, so it happened again. I'm sorry, you guys. We get these tacos. I have all intentions of showing you guys what they look like, but we ate them. And we're sitting here done, finished eating, and we realized we didn't get the shot. So there it is, the aftermath of the tacos. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you'd please hit the like and subscribe button down below. That would mean so much to us. Also, if you want to take a deeper dive into what we do, consider joining our Patreon. Link is right here or here. And on our Patreon, you're going to have access to our field guides. Last year, we made a Baja field guide that was our whole trip to Baja, all of our favorite places. Really, what we discovered is we had a lot of questions before we came to Baja, but we were asking the wrong questions. And once we got down here, we realized there's a whole nother set of questions we should have been asking. And we decided to make this field guide to share it with you guys. So we've got a Baja field guide, we've got an Alaska field guide. We're gonna be updating our Baja field guide once we're done with this tour of Baja, so it'll be more current information. And all that is available on our Patreon. Well, I hope you guys will consider that, and if you do, we'll see you on Patreon. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Please, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like and subscribe button down below. It really does help our channel grow. But that's it for now. I hope I see you guys somewhere over the horizon. Take care. We'll see you next time.